The table waits in white and wonder. The first cup wakes the ancient flame. The night is breathing near the bread now, and every soul bows down to begin. No chain of fear can rule this household. Adonai calls us to hear again. This is no ordinary supper, it is the memory come alive. We wash our hands in quiet water, and the heart learns how to rise. Kadesh or shel cherut, Adonai kore, pitchu et halev. Kadesh urachas, Kadesh urachas. Holy the memory calling us closer. Clean are the hands, awake is the heart. Night of Pesach, your people are walking, and over the table your peace gently falls. The children ask while watching the candles. The fathers answer with voices of truth. The haste of Egypt faded behind us, but still its lesson is living today. Bread without leaven, memory burning. Bitter the herb, but brighter redemption. This is the night that opens the ages, the night that teaches the soul not to fear. Adonai leads every step of his people, and love is born again in remembrance here. Kadesh urahat, or shel cherut, zoreh balev. Adonai kore, pitchu et halev. Kadesh urachatz, Kadesh urachatz. When we are singing, our sons and our daughters learn that the dust will never prevail. There is a way out even through weeping. There is a promise still beating in faith. From deepest bondage into our table, Pesach has gathered us here once again. Softly the story is moving inside us. Ancient the sign still burns in the chest. We do not only tell what was written, we also declare that you are here now. Nights of exile and roads that were hidden open when souls can hear you say, Halayla hazeh nizkor venishma. Halayla hazeh halev niftach, mimitzrayim el or gadol. Adonai molich otalo b'shalom. של חירות זורע בלב, אדוני קורא, פיתחו את הלב. קדש ורחץ, קדש ורחץ, קדש ורחץ, ליל הסדר, אור של חירות זורע בלב, אדוני קורא, פיתחו את הלב. קדש ורחץ, קדש ורחץ. The night begins and the soul remembers. The cup is lifted before your face. Hands are made clean, the story awakens. Adonai calls us to walk out again. The night begins and the soul remembers. Adonai calls us to walk out again. The table holds the secrets of ages. The cup is shining, silent and still. A child is asking,
watching the elders, why is this night unlike all the rest?
the house is filled with a story of a people, and every answer begins to heal.
There is bread of sorrow on the table. There are bitter herbs to remember pain.
But in the middle of tea, they tell the story.
Adonai teaches us to walk again.
Nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelot. Nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelot.
Tonight we are asking, tonight we remember, tonight every soul learns that freedom was born.
The matzah is broken and time opens wider. The memory begins to breathe again.
These are not stories distant and fading. They are the legacy we must defend.
We were once slaves in shadow and clay. Now at this table we sing, we are free.
Our hands are resting upon the silence. Our eyes are learning how to see.
It is not enough to know what was written.
We must live it in reality.
Nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelot. questions has opened a doorway. The one who answers is walking out free.
Because this night is not only for singing, it is a life we are called to live.
Every family walks through the journey, from deepest anguish into destiny.
Why do we eat the bread without leaving? Why did the haste leave marks on the soul?
Why do we dip every herb in remembrance? Why do we lean as redemption unfolds?
Because the Eternal brought out His people and placed a new song deep in their soul.
Adonai מוליך את עמו ברחמים, הוא מלמד אותנו לזכור ולאהוב. מה נשתנה הלילה הזה מכל הלילות? מה נשתנה הלילה הזה מכל הלילות?
Tonight we are asking, tonight we remember, tonight every soul learns that freedom was born.
When a child is asking, the story awakens. When the house responds, faith comes alive.
This is not just another night at the table. It is Pesach calling again.
This is not just another night
At the table,
Adonai is calling again. The table fell into silence. The grandfather raised the cup. A child looked into his face and asked him why we sing. Why does this night remember sorrows from so long ago? The old man lowered his eyes and said, listen, my son, we are not here out of habit. This is not just a ritual. If we still tell this story, it's because we were not erased. Vehi She'amda la'avoteinu velanu. Vehi She'amda la'avoteinu velanu. שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו מידם. The promise carried There was a mud in our hands, there were lashes upon our backs. There were nights without answers and mothers weeping in silence. There were kings who declared this people would never see dawn. But somehow in every century a flame remained in the homes. They wanted to see us in chains, they wanted to silence our voice. But the one who watches his people never sleeps and never turns away. Vehi She'amda la'avoteinu velanu. Vehi She'amda la'avoteinu velanu. שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו מאדם. The promise carried us through, the promise guarded our souls. When everything was in darkness, Adonai never let us go. The child looked back at his face, and the whole house stood in silence. He said, then why are there voices that still tremble when they sing? The old man touched the table and answered with a broken voice, because there are wounds that remain, but faith is what walks through them. And when Egypt changes its name, and when hatred begins to rise, when another empire stands up and says, this time you will fall, the table answers again, the cup is lifted once more, and the story keeps speaking aloud. It was not Pharaoh, it was not his voice, it was not the night, it was not the fear. It was Adonai who guarded our souls. It was Adonai who carried us through. בכל דור ודור עומדים עלינו, ובכל דור אתה שומר את עמך. מן החושך אל האור, מן הפחד אל התקווה. אדוני, אדוני, לא עזבת אותנו. והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו. והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו. שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו מאדם. The promise carried us through, the promise guarded our souls. When everything was in darkness, Adonai never let us go. And the grandfather raised the cup, and the child remained in silence, only looking at the whole table as if understanding the story. We don't sing because it is ancient, we sing because it's alive. And as long as Pesach is remembered, the promise will keep burning.
The night of Pesach is coming. The house still has no bread, but a story is already moving, and everything is about to change. In a corner of the city
lived a poor man with nothing
Pesach was almost arriving and his pantry stood empty. His wife looked through the window and heard a rumor spreading. The king had lost his ring and would reward whoever found it.
Go now and stand before the palace.
Say that you will search his well.
Take that gold for Pesach,
and Adonai will make a way.
Dayeinu, 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 Dayeinu.
If he opened just one door,
Dayeinu,
if he held our souls together,
Dayeinu,
if in the middle of the night we still sang with joy, Dayeinu, Dayeinu. The man went to the palace
with simple clothes and honest words.
He bowed before the king and said, I will search his well. The king gave him silver to search without worry, and the man returned home with tears and relief inside. He bought a matzah for the table,
Wine and herbs for the cedar.
he brought oil, he brought flour, and welcomed many guests. The poorhouse of the evening became a house of abundance, and when the holy night arrived, the cup began to shine like fire. But there was a man in the court who hated seeing a Jew rejoice. A priest consumed with envy, burning quietly inside. He saw the table from a distance and ran to accuse him to the king. Come and see what this man is doing. He eats and sings, not searching your ring. If he gave us food to gather, if he filled the house with laughter, if before the miracle we already sang in faith, the king came to the window
without knocking on the door.
He wanted to hear for himself the truth behind the claim, and he saw the Jew at the table like a king within his home, with children, bread and cups, and a people ready to sing. Then the Haggadah began,
and memory came alive.
the voices slowly rising as the king tried to understand. He could not grasp every phrase, but something reached his ears, a word that kept repeating again and again so clear. Now it happened that the priest
Had a name that sounded close,
and in the mouth of that community,
Eliyahu echoed like his name.
the king heard songs and questions, and the name repeated strong. He thought they found the thief and were calling him out at the table. The king's face suddenly changed. The priest began to shake. The music kept on rising, and truth began to dance.
Dayeinu,
Dayeinu, Dayeinu, Dayeinu, Dayeinu, Dayeinu. Ilu oceanu mi Mitzrayim, Dayeinu. Ilu natan lanu et ha-Shabbat, Dayeinu. Ilu natan lanu et ha-Torah, Dayeinu. One spark was enough, and light appeared. One open door, and salvation came. One simple table, and the song was born. Dayeinu, Dayeinu. The king commanded to seize the man
who had accused the righteous one.
and under the weight of truth he finally confessed the theft. Yes, I hid the ring, yes, I lied against this man. And the king stood there in silence, looking at the house of the Jew. Then he understood the mystery.
It was not laziness or betrayal.
It was a grateful heart singing before the answer came. Some wait for the miracle before they choose to give thanks, but some will sing in the middle of lack, and that is where life begins to grow. בליל הסדר פתחנו את הלב, אדוני ראה את האמונה מתוך הדואג בישועה. דיינו, דיינו בשמחה רבה.
אילו הוציאנו ממצרים, דיינו. אילו נתן לנו את השבת,
דיינו. אילו נתן לנו את התורה, דיינו. And the man raised up the cup.
and then the house began to sing.
He did not have it all resolved.
Eliyahu, he knew to give thanks.
If Adonai opened one door, that was enough to believe. And on the night of the lost ring, gratitude overcame a power. Dayeinu,
Dayeinu,
Dayeinu, Dayeinu, Dayeinu,
Dayeinu, Dayeinu,
Dayeinu. The cup is waiting, the door is trembling, the house falls silent, and the soul is longing. After the singing and the laughter, the table softened its voice. Light remained upon the cups, and silence filled with warmth. The mother gently moved the chair. The father looked around, and a child whispered softly, "Will Elijah come tonight?" No one laughed at his question, no one tried to silence it, because some questions in Pesach are answered as we wait. Eliyahu haNavi, Eliyahu hatishbi, Eliyahu hagiladi, bimhera beyameinu yavo eleinu, im Mashiach ben David. The door was left wide open, the cup remained right there, and every soul inside that house learned how to wait like this. Someone poured the extra cup, no one dared to touch, as if an unseen guest could enter without a sound. Outside the night kept moving, inside the light would shake, and every child around that table watched the door in silence. Not everything is seen by eyes, not everything explained. There are things the heart can only know, and it learns how to wait. Eliyahu haNavi, Eliyahu hatishbi, Eliyahu hagiladi, bimhera beyameinu yavo eleinu, im Mashiach ben David. The door was left wide open, the cup remained right there, and every soul inside that house learned how to wait like this. The grandfather spoke so softly, not breaking the peace at all. There are nights that open heaven, and nights that teach us how to wait. Elijah does not come with noise, he does not seek to impress. He comes to hearts still believing that redemption can draw near.
and the child thought he had come. The mother smiled with tenderness, the father lowered his voice. It did not matter if eyes could see him, something greater filled the room. For just a moment the whole house felt that hope had entered in. Leave the door wide open, do not close your heart. There are promises still moving quietly through the room. Leave the door wide open, keep the light alive. Pesach is also waiting for redemption to arrive. כוס של אליהו עומדת על השולחן, הדלת פתוחה והלבד. אדוני זוכר את עמו ברחמים ומלמד אותנו לחכות באמונה. אליהו הנביא, אליהו התשבי, אליהו הגלעדי, במהרה בימינו יבוא אלינו עם משיח בן דוד. The door was left wide open, the cup remained right there, and every soul inside that house learned how to wait like this. The night continued in silence, the cup remained in its place. But something changed in the house after the song was sung again. Pesach does not only remember, it teaches us how to live, with the door always open and the soul whispering, come. Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu haNavi.
I remember the weight of the morning, mud in my hands, chains in my breath. The sun would rise over Egypt, but never inside of my chest. We built their cities in silence, we buried our names in the sand. But deep in the night something whispered, you are more than this land. I heard it soft in the darkness, like fire that would not fade. A voice calling out to my fathers, do not be afraid. Hotzianu Adonai ממצרים ביד חזקה ובזרוע נטויה, מן העבודה אל החירות אור של חיים נפתח לנו. We were slaves in the fire, we were dust in the night, but Adonai called us forward and led us into the light. Then came the night of the trembling, blood on the doors we had made, a lamb in the center of the story, and fear that refused to fade. We stood with our sandals ready, with bread that had no time to rise, and every heartbeat was asking, is this where Egypt dies? No time to carry our sorrow, no time to turn back again. When Adonai opens a pathway, you walk trembling. הוציאנו אדוני ממצרים ביד חזקה ובזרוע נטויה, מן העבודה אל החירות אור של חיים נפתח לנו. We were slaves in the fire, we were dust in the night, but Adonai called us forward and led us into the light. I saw the sea like a mountain standing between me and hope. I heard the army behind us and felt I had nowhere to go. Some cried out in their anger, some wanted Egypt again, but something rose up inside me and would not bow to fear. If He brought us this far in the desert, He will not leave us to fall. There is a hand in the chaos holding us through it all. הוציאנו אדוני ממצרים ביד חזקה ובזרוע נטויה, מן העבודה אל החירות אור של חיים נפתח לנו. Then the wind began to move the waters like breath upon the deep, and the sea opened before us, a path we could not conceive. Walls of water were rising, and still we chose to go through, because freedom is not a feeling, it's a step you choose to do. I walked through the heart of the ocean with fear and fire in my bones. Each step felt like a question, but I knew I was not alone. And when we reached the other side and the waters closed behind, Egypt was no longer before me, it was buried in time. And in the silence that followed, a song began to rise, not from the strength of our voices, but from opened eyes. Shira l'Adonai ki gao ga'a, sus verochvo rama bayam, Adonai ozi vezimrati, Vehi She'amda. This is the song of the rescue, this is the cry of the free, not just a story remembered, but a living reality. And every year at the table, when the matzah is broken again, I remember the night of leaving and the sea that opened for men. Because Egypt is more than a place, it is every chain in the soul. And Pesach is more than a memory, it is the journey to be made whole. בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות את עצמו כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים. אדוני קורא לנו ללכת מן החושך אל האור. הוציאנו אדוני ממצרים ביד חזקה ובזרוע נטויה, מן העבודה אל החירות, אור של חיים נפתח לנו.
I remember what you did before, and I know you will do it again. Na-da-dai, na-da-dai, na-da-dai. Na-da-dai, 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 na-da-dai. Na-da-dai, na-da-dai, na-da-dai. Hey! We were scattered in the darkness, carried far across the lands. Different tongues and different stories, still your promise in our hands. From the rivers into exile, from the dusk into the night, but the fire never left us, still we carry ancient light. You took us out with a mighty hand, you split the sea, we walked on dry land, and just like that, we still believe what you have done, you will repeat. Kadesh otanu mikol haaretz, Adonai ko'el lanu lashuv, min hagalut el hageulah, be'or panecha nakum. Hoshienu, hoshienu, michaltzot haaretz. Hoshienu, hoshienu, Adonai, Adonai. Hey! Hey, 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 hey. Hey! Na-da-dai, na-da-dai, na-da-dai. Na-da-dai, na-da-dai, na-da-dai. Na-da-dai, na-da-dai, na-da-dai. Hey, hey. We remember all the journeys, we remember every tear, every night that felt like silence, still your voice was always near. Through the kingdoms that have fallen, through the voices that have tried, still your people keep on singing, still your covenant alive. You never sleep, you never break, you guard your people for your name, and every promise still remains. You will restore us once again. Kadesh otanu mikol haaretz, Adonai ko'el lanu lashuv, min hagalut el hageulah, be'or panecha nakum. Hoshienu, hoshienu, michaltzot haaretz. Hoshienu, hoshienu, Adonai, Adonai. And just like Egypt fell behind us, and just like waters open wide, there's a redemption still before us. There's a dawn we have not seen. You will gather every exile, you will call us all by name, from the north and from the south, from the fire and from the pain. Do you believe it? We believe it. We believe it. We believe it. Will he do it again? He will do it again. He will do it again. Adonai, Adonai, Adonai. וקיבצתי אתכם מכל הארצות, והבאתי אתכם אל אדמתכם, וזכיתם